What's up, guys? I've been getting this request for the longest time, so the wait is finally over for my very first room tour. So, for starters, we're going to start in this little corner over here, and then I'm just going to kind of work my way around this whole entire room. So, let's start off with the systems I have right here. I have the Genesis Model 1 with the Sega CD Model 2. Down below, I have the Sega Saturn, the Sega Dreamcast. Over here, I have the Sega Master System, Xbox One S, the Xbox 360 Elite, the Nintendo 64 with GoldenEye, because I was playing that not too long ago. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo, which is an awesome game. Then I got the Wii U right here. And finally at the bottom, I got the GameCube with the Game Boy Player attachment. So this actually came from Retropalooza, I think a couple of years ago when I went, back in 2018. This actually came from a standee from Final Fantasy 13 2. I had to take it apart. This is a figure from Marvel vs. Capcom. A figure from Sonic and Sega All Stars. A couple of plug and plays of Mega Man 2 and Double Dragon. This is an actual autograph from one of the WWE Hall of Famers, Lita. Not supposed to be in its room, but I might as well just add it anyways. A Final Fantasy VII figure of Cloud on his bike. This is an old figure right here. If you come up closer, I'll actually show you some of the... This is all my GameCube games right here. With the Wii U at the bottom. I got a Hyrulean Shield back here. So I got some of the favorite games that I actually enjoy playing, like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles right here. All the Legend of Zelda games. I'm missing one. Mario Golf, Mario Kart, Mario Party, good games. Metroid Prime as well, both of them. The Sonic games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Frostbound Kingdom, which I actually enjoyed playing a lot, really challenging. The Wii U stuff, like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I have a couple Lego games as well, besides Minecraft, the Wii U edition. Super Mario Maker, which I still need to get the second one. There's a couple of big box stuff right here as well. So as we move here, most of these posters up here are just from GameStop, just to add some nice color to the wall and stuff like that. This I actually got recently from a friend of mine that also has a channel, Least Like Critic 75. So thank you, bud, for the birthday gift. ColecoVision flashback, little figures right here. The original PlayStation demo disc, PlayStation Classic, a couple PS2 demo discs. One of my most rarest PlayStation games in my collection, which is Lunar 2. A car of Twisted Metal, which is Sweet Tooth. Long story with this one, GameStop had this for a long time and they couldn't get rid of it, so the managers basically just said take it. So that's how it's in my collection. So here I have PlayStation 1, I got my Vita, my Japanese PS1, and I got my soundtracks right here. PS2, which is straight down, and then I got my Japanese PS2 games right here. So I'll just list some of my favorite PS1 games as well. Besides Final Fantasy VII, which I know, yeah, Final Fantasy 7, which is right here. 8 and 9. Another one that stands out that I enjoy playing when I first got my PlayStation was Jet Moto. And then another one that when I first got my PlayStation was Casper. Really challenging game. Dungeon Crawler, which is really good. Azure Dreams. Another game I spent most of my time playing was Mega Man Legends. I actually managed to get everything for Mega Man to power up his stats. Got Mega Man Legends 2 as well. Let's see. Spiral 2. Then Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Challenging game. Really hard to complete this one. So now we'll move on to the PS2 games of what I actually enjoyed playing the most. The cat games are really tough to play, but I enjoyed playing them as well. We have both the Castlevania games. I enjoyed these. The whole Devil May Cry series on PS2. Currently playing on the PS2 down there is Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Kind of like where Xenoverse got their start from, was right here. Let's see. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Actually playing this on the 360 right now. Besides all three of the Kingdom Hearts games as well on PS2. Lupin the Third, which is fun. I got Mega Man X7, X8, and Mega Man X Collection as well. One of the Mortal Kombat games I found recently was Deadly Alliance. I had it for the GameCube, but it's hard to play on the GameCube. Mortal Kombat Deception. Phantasy Star Universe, which I've actually played 100% on the Xbox 360. Really, I love that game so much. Let's see, we have Resident Evil Collection. If I can get it out. Okay, we got the Resident Evil Collection. And also, I do enjoy the Star Ocean series as well from Square Enix. Great series. And we'll move on to one of my favorite wrestling games for the system as well. Which is WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Actually, a Japanese version of Final Fantasy X and X-2 with the bonus DVD disc. Now we'll move on up to the LEGO Dimensions kiosk. I actually got this from a guy a couple of years ago before I went to Retropalooza. I ended up getting this, all the Sega Master System games, and the Amiibo thing that you're about to see. I got that all together for one price, which is awesome. Up here I have the Hot Wheels cars, all 8 of them so far. This also came from Michael as well with the Mortal Kombat, the X-Men vs. Street Fighter figure. This right here is a Japanese 2DS Pokemon edition. I bought that so I can play the Japanese version of Dragon Quest Theater Rhythm. Just a bunch of little figurines right here for Mario Kart, Dragon Ball, Captain Planet. I'm sure a lot of people from the 90s remember that. Wrestling figures as well. Mortal Kombat 10 figure of Katana. Couple of pop figures that I found recently as well. Little gaming books right here just to read. There's some little miscellaneous board games right here. PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1, the little the small version. The original NES, which is broken. I gotta fix that one. The top loader NES. Dragon Quest Heroes Collectors. Like I said, Budokai currently playing on the PS2. This section is all my Nintendo games right here. I got it set to where this thing is my top favorite games that I like to play the most. And I got all the rest of my NES, the Super, N64, the Super Famicom. And I have my Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance all mixed together in alphabetical order. Then I got my DS, the 3DS, and my box games, which I'll get to at the bottom. So my top favorite games that I enjoy playing the most: Simon's Quest. I've actually managed to beat that game. Burger Time, which is one. Battletoads, which my brother and I actually beat the whole game. Really challenging game. Championship Bowling, Duck Hunt, the original Final Fantasy right here. Mega Man 3, which I picked up recently. Rampage, which I got from Jonathan. Kirby's Adventure, which I've never owned the game into recently. It's also Super Mario Bros. 3. The other games that I enjoy playing: Gradius, which I've actually enjoyed the third one on the Super Nintendo. Joe and Mac, which I need to find for the Super Nintendo. Then I have the original Turtles game. Challenging game to beat. I've actually managed to beat this game. In the Super Nintendo games, I was actually currently playing Illusion of Gaia as well. But the games that stand alone for me: Castlevania 4, all three of the Donkey Kong Country games, which is the second one of actually 100% that game before. Dragon Quest 3, which is just a reproduction, but still one of my favorite games. Gradius 3, which I beat that game before, like I mentioned. Killer Instinct, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Mortal Kombat 3. This game came from a friend of mine, King Griffey's. Let's see, King Griffey Jr. It's a fun little baseball game. I remember playing it back in the day, so as well. Super Mario World, which is great. One of my favorite Mario games as well, Super Mario All-Stars. I mean, not All-Stars, Super Mario RPG, sorry. I know, okay, Super Mario World as well. I do have both versions of Super Mario All-Stars. That has Super Mario World with it. Now we move on to the N64 games that I enjoy playing. One would be Majora's Mask. I got the little holographic edition here. Jet Force Gemini, which I do remember playing. Got the Ocarina of Time, which I've gotten all the hearts for this game. Mario Kart, Mario Party 3. First one, Mortal Kombat 4. Perfect Dark. All wrestling games right here. Super Smash Brothers. Super Mario 64. This is Rockman, well, basically Mega Man Legends for N64, but the Japanese version of the game. And then my Super Famicom games. If you come closer, I actually got all these games right here. The Dragon Quest games, Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 together, Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan, Bomberman 5, Final Fantasy 6, which is kind of currently playing on the Super Nintendo. So the games that stand out for me for the Game Boy that I enjoy: Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Then I had Dragon Warrior 3, Dragon Warrior Monsters, let's see, Final Fantasy Tactics, Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Lunar Legend. Let's see, we got the original Metroid for NES Classic, sort of. All the Pokemon games, including the trading card game, Super Mario Brothers 3. I actually enjoyed the Yu Yu Hakusho game on the Game Boy Advance. Now moving on to the DS games that I enjoyed. Besides the Dragon Quest games, I got Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 3, Tactics A2, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, which is good. Metroid Prime Pinball, which I've actually played a decent amount of that game. All of the Pokemon games down here. Yoshi's Touch and Go was actually one of my first DS games I bought as well. Now we got the 3DS games. We got all 3 Legend of Zelda games. Actually 4 of them. Let's see, Mario Tennis, Metroid, which is basically a remake of the original Metroid 2 for Game Boy. Star Fox 3D. The Japanese Dragon Quest game I told y'all about. Really good. If you like rhythm games. And my box games I have down here. The original Dragon Warrior box. Turtles 2, the arcade game. We got a Dungeons and Dragons game at the bottom. Yoshi, Yoshi's Cookie. Donkey Kong Country 2, Mortal Kombat 2, Home Alone, and then my N64 game boxes right here. Donkey Kong for the Atari 2600 down here. So now we'll move up to the Sega section over here. It's Mortal Kombat Mythologies, which is a really tough game to beat. I still haven't beat it to this day. Okay, so now we'll move up to the Sega section as well. We have Power Rangers for the Genesis. Genesis Flashback, which is one of the best HD models you can get. Besides the Genesis Classic. Okay, these are just NES games I have with manuals, which is all the Legend of Zelda games. These are custom cases I have. I just bought these to keep my manuals protected. All my Sega Dreamcast games right here. The ones that stand out for me would be Mortal Kombat Gold, Phantasy Star Online, then Sonic Adventure as well. I have all my Nintendo Switch games right here. Some recently, like Dragon Quest Builders 2, Breath of the Wild, WWE 2K Battlegrounds. I still playing Pokemon Shield, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, Sonic Mania, then Disney's classic Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is recent, Link's Awakening, which is a remake. And I have my Genesis games. These are all my loose ones right here. Tournament Fighters, Super Street Fighter 2. These are my Genesis games right here. So the ones that stand out for me, of course, would be Castlevania Bloodlines. This is a custom case, by the way. And I have Jurassic Park, which I actually remember playing as a kid. Mortal Kombat 2. NBA Jam. And we got Phantasy Star 3. Sonic 1 and 2. I'm assuming this in the third game. Street Fighter 2. Tasmania, which I actually remember playing at Nickelodeon Studios a long time ago. Then these are all my Master System games, which is one of them, which is a Power Region game, which is Mortal Kombat. A game I enjoy playing a lot as well, if I can get it out. Castles of Illusion. Paperboy. Fun. Rampage. And then I got a few Japanese Game Boy Advance games right here. Super Famicom games. More Switch games. That's the Dragon Quest collection right there. And Assassin's Creed. Then we got my Sega CD games. Dragon Slayer, Mortal Kombat, Star Wars Rebel Strike, Sega Saturn games, Croc, which I played a lot of, the International Game Genie, Myst, which is actually one of my wife's favorite games. Nights into Dreams, which I actually remember playing this back in middle school. The original Tomb Raider. And then another game I actually play a lot on the system, which is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. There's some boxed games right here. These are all my PSP games. Ones that stand out. Let's see. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Crash Tag Team Racing, Final Fantasy IV: The Complete Years, Star Ocean, Final Fantasy. We got Ys down there, which I'm still waiting for my one for the for the Switch to come out. Or at least come in the mail from a limited run. Final Fantasy as well right here. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Untold Legends, which is one of my first games I bought on the PSP. Both Mega Man X and the Legacy right there. Legend of Heroes, the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Just a couple UMVs. These are all my Nintendo Powers back here. It's all my strategy guides back here. My original Game Boy Advance that I had since high school. More game guides back here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Monsters. Dungeon Dice Monsters. Then some of my music records. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which I forgot to add that on my PS1 list. I also have Leaf. This right here, which is the Legend of Zelda, which was an orchestra they had a few years back. Great soundtrack. Final Fantasy VII Remake as well. These are some of my collective books that I actually enjoy looking at. Dragon Quest illustrations. This covers just about, I believe, every single game through up to Dragon Quest 11, I think. I could be wrong, but nice book if you're into Dragon Quest. Final Fantasy Archives. This covers 7, 8, and 9. The Legend of Zelda books I still need to look at. A Super Mario Encyclopedia. Ultimate Nintendo Guide, which was signed by Pat NES Punk. You know, all my hardcover strategy guides down here. I put them here because they're just too heavy to put up there. The Amiibo, which I mentioned with the kiosk before. This is my whole entire Xbox section. I also have HD movies here as well. So the games that okay, this little section, these are some of the figures right here. Then I have my PS3 games, and then my Xbox One. And then the Amiibos that I only have right now. So the ones I enjoyed for the original Xbox. And a lot of people diss this game right here, but I enjoyed it. Dragon Ball Z Sagas. Let's see, what else we have? Besides the Halo games, which is right here. Halo and Halo 2. Magic the Gathering Battlegrounds, which I've done a lot of recording on my other channel, which I still gotta get back into doing that. Star Wars Battlefront Episode 3, which I actually enjoyed this one, because as you play through the game, you unlock special things that are like hidden within the game, which kind of changes from what you've seen in the movie. So it's a twist right there. Star Wars Obi-Wan, which I can't wait for the show to come out for that one. Sudeki, great RPG. Siberia, which I got recently. Still looking for the second game. ToeJam and Earl. I enjoy these on the Genesis. I never knew they had one on Xbox until I went to Retropalooza. Got Tron, Unreal Tournament, which I actually did a bunch of stuff for ITT Tech when I went there before. WrestleMania 21. Then I'm getting to my 360 games. The Assassin's Creed games. Let's see. Borderlands, which I enjoyed. Crackdown. Deadpool, which is really funny. Dragon Ball Z for Connect, that's a little bit different. Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 2. Dynasty Warriors Strike Force, which in the Gundam series as well. Fable. Final Fantasy 11, which I've probably spent just about every day playing before they shut it down a few years back. Grand Theft Auto 5, San Andreas, Halo Wars, I played a lot of. Harry Potter, I think Order of the Phoenix. I'm actually one of my favorites for the system. The Left 4 Dead games as well. The Lego games, which I've actually enjoyed playing. Lord of the Rings, I know you can't see it with the amiibo thing. 99 Nights, challenging game. Overlord, Perfect Dark Zero, Quake, Record of August War, which I do have a collector's edition right here. I'll show you all this box right here. Funny box. Let's see, Sonic Generations, which I liked how they put the old and new Sonic together. Let's see, Super Street Fighter 4, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, which is still one of my favorite wrestling games. So now we go on to the PlayStation games. The ones that I enjoyed were Batman Arkham City, Borderlands, which I've played a lot of, Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Dante's Inferno, Demon's Souls, which I believe they released recently on the PlayStation 5. The Disney Infinity I actually enjoyed playing. Skyrim on the PS3. Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD. Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2. The Kingdom Hearts series. Lightning Returns, which I'm currently playing. Lollipop Chainsaw, fun game. I wish they remastered that one on the PS4 and the 5. Let's see. Never played the Red Dead yet, but Resident Evil 5 I actually managed to beat that game. The Skylander series, which I have enjoyed. Soul Calibur 5. Tales games. I'm actually currently playing Tales of Xillia. Let's see, Tomb Raider, which is I think a compilation disc. White Knight Chronicles. And then for Xbox One, Code Vein, kind of like a Dark Souls type game. The Halo Master Chief Edition, of course, Minecraft. Shenmue 1 and 2, Sunset Overdrive, and then all my wrestling games down there. Then I got some PS4 games here, and then I got some in another room. You got the Assassin's Creed games right here, Crash Bandicoot, Insane Collection. Dead Island Collection, Dragon Quest Builders, Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Let's see, Injustice, Mega Man Legacy, wrestling games right here. Yeah, that's. And then I got my Atari stuff as well right here. I got the Vader edition with some of the games down here. Only way to keep them organized is right there. That's basically it for this room right here. I really hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm going to try to do this every single year, try to change it up a little bit, to see what I can do with this room until I get a bigger space. But for right now, this is all I can do. So I hope you all enjoyed watching. Just thumbs up, like, subscribe. Just help out with the channel. Until then, take care, guys.